September 18th is a very historic day. This whole week is a week in history. We are celebrating Mexican-American Liberation Independence Day, and so for all of our Mexican-American brothers and sisters, we say Happy Independence Day to you. It is also Yom Kippur, so to all of our Jewish brothers and sisters, we say happy and blessed Yom Kippur. This week in the news, well, many of you are wondering what's happening with the women's movement. What are they going to do? What are we going to do now that Texas has passed this legislation? Well, don't get it twisted. We're calling on corporations and others. We want to withdraw your enthusiasm for doing business in Texas. We want you who supports Texas state legislators, don't give them your dollars in the same manner that you withdrew your dollars from those legislators in Georgia who wanted to restrict the voting rights of people of color. We're saying to those people who support Texas legislators, know that women are the majority consumers in this country. We will withdraw our consumer dollars from your products. So we have our eyes on you. I'm not going to call the names of the companies right now, but we are organizing all sorts of actions across the nation. There are women will be marching in local states across the country. For example, in Chicago, women will be marching at the Federal Plaza because this legislation in Texas is triggering other states to think that they can follow suit. Well, we're the majority of the voters, we're the majority of the population. We give birth to you, and we're not going to stand for you to restrict or limit our right to choose. Therefore, women, if you want to be a part of this women's movement for change, and this is not the first time we've had to stand. Oh, Dr. Dorothy Height and the National Council of Negro Women and the national women's organizations all across the country, C. Dolores Tucker and Jewel Jackson McCabe, most 50 years ago, they were organizing on this same issue, and we're back again, but this time it's going to end. Young women on college campuses, we need you to stand with us, and we'll be giving you more. Women are going to be marching at the Supreme Court on October 2nd in D.C. on the United States Supreme Court. We know that the courts matter, and so we're going to make sure that we begin to vote for judges in record numbers at the state level, and then at the federal level, we know that the Senate nominates and the president appoints. So any federal vacancies, we have our eyes on you.
To be clear, I blame Larry Nassar, and I also blame an entire system that enabled and perpetrated his abuse.
Many of you have been watching the testimony of the young gymnasts before the United States Senate based on the abuses these young athletes had at the hands of their team doctors and the Olympic doctor, Nassar. Well, he's not the only one, and there's so much in this cover-up. Women, we have to take responsibility for our daughters and for our sons. But when young women are abused repeatedly by the team doctor, by the coaches, by the officials, and everyone else closes their eyes and expects these young women to just keep performing, keep playing. They're not machines, they're not animals. These are young, vibrant women who've now been abused at a very early age, before they reached 18, abused by all of these doctors and so forth. And so we thank the Senate for conducting the hearing, but we want to look at the NCAA. We want to look at these state amateur athletic organizations and how it is they're treating our boys and our girls, but particularly our girls. And so, women, if you want to be a part of this women's movement, it's not just about reproductive rights, it is about the right to make sure that our young people are protected when they go into these, join these athletic teams and participate in sports. They should not be raped and abused by the doctors, the coaches, those who are supposed to be in positions of trust. And so our eyes are on you. We will be giving you more information later.